Are you over 65 and planning to check a bag on your next flight? Most experienced travelers think they know exactly what to expect at the airport. But here's what's catching seasoned travelers completely off guard. The very experience that used to be your advantage is now working against you, and airlines are specifically targeting seniors with new rules, fees, and technology that most people never see coming. Whether it's a long-awaited vacation, visiting grandchildren, or a medical appointment, checking a bag should be the easiest part of your trip. But right now, in 2025, American seniors are facing more baggage problems than any other age group. And it's not because they don't know how to travel. Airlines have quietly implemented new enforcement policies that are hitting experienced travelers the hardest. From surprise weight checks at gates to digital requirements that bypass traditional counter service, the rules have changed dramatically. Many seniors are discovering these changes only when they're standing at the airport, facing unexpected fees of $100 or more. In this video, we'll walk through the 10 critical steps that American seniors keep forgetting when checking bags. These aren't the old travel tips from decades past. These are the new realities that airlines don't advertise, and that can turn your smooth travel day into an expensive nightmare. By the end, you'll know exactly how to avoid surprise fees, ensure your belongings reach your destination, and take advantage of free services that airlines offer to seniors but rarely mention. Step 1. Seniors keep forgetting to remove all old baggage tags. Here's what's tripping up experienced travelers more than anyone else. That trusty suitcase has been to Florida, California, maybe even Europe. It's covered with airline stickers, old baggage tags, and hotel labels from past trips. Those stickers feel like badges of honor, proof of all the places traveled. But those innocent-looking stickers are now causing serious problems. Modern baggage systems use automated scanners that read every barcode they encounter. When a bag has multiple barcodes from different trips, the system gets confused. Instead of going to Phoenix, that bag might end up in Paris because there's still a faded Air France sticker from a 2019 trip. Travelers have reported bags being misrouted to completely wrong destinations because of old tags that were still partially attached. One case involved a bag that ended up in Detroit instead of Denver because of an old Northwest Airlines tag, causing the traveler to miss important family events and have to buy replacement clothing at the last minute. The solution requires discipline that many seniors skip. Before every trip, inspect that suitcase like it's being prepared for military inspection. Remove every single sticker, tag, and barcode. Use a hairdryer to soften stubborn adhesive, then scrape it off completely. The bag should look clean and professional, with only the new baggage tag from the current flight. This step takes 5 minutes at home, but can save days of frustration trying to track down lost luggage. Airlines won't take responsibility for bags that get misrouted due to old tags, leaving travelers to deal with the consequences entirely on their own. Step 2. Not understanding the new digital weight enforcement. Remember when gate agents might give a break if a bag was a pound or two over the limit? Those days are gone forever. Airlines now use digital scales that are accurate to the ounce, and they're connected directly to billing systems. There's no negotiating, no close enough, and no sympathy for seniors who packed a few extra medications or gifts. The standard weight limit remains 50 pounds for most domestic flights, but here's what's changed. Airlines are now using handheld scales at gates, not just at check-in counters. That means even if someone made it through initial check-in, their bag can still be weighed again at the gate. Current overweight fees are substantial. Bags weighing 51 to 70 pounds incur an additional $100 fee, while bags weighing 71 to 100 pounds cost an extra $200. Bags over 100 pounds are not accepted at all. These fees are in addition to standard checked bag fees, which currently range from $30 to $45 for the first bag and $45 to $60 for the second bag. Many seniors are getting caught because they're packing items they never used to worry about. A week's worth of prescription bottles alone can add several pounds to luggage. Medical devices, extra clothing for different climates, and gifts for family members add up quickly. What used to be acceptable is now triggering expensive penalties. The fees are often higher when paid at the airport compared to online. Airlines incentivize advance payment and digital transactions, so baggage fees paid at check-in counters can be $5 to $10 more expensive than the same fees paid online during booking. Here's what smart travelers are doing. Investing in a reliable luggage scale and using it at home. Weigh the packed bag before leaving for the airport. If it's close to the 50-pound limit, redistribute items to carry-on or consider shipping some items ahead to the destination. Different airlines have different weight limits for international flights. Some allow 70 pounds, others stick to 50. Always check the specific airline's policy before packing, because assumptions based on past experience can lead to expensive surprises. Step 3. Failing to prepare for mandatory digital check-in. This is where many seniors hit their first major roadblock. Airlines are pushing everyone toward digital check-in through smartphone apps or airport kiosks. The old system of walking up to a counter and having an agent handle everything is becoming less available and more expensive. Many airports now charge extra fees for counter check-in, sometimes $25 to $50 per bag, while digital check-in remains free. But seniors who aren't comfortable with smartphone apps or touchscreen kiosks are stuck paying these fees. The problem gets worse when airlines require scanning QR codes, downloading mobile boarding passes, or navigating complex menu systems on kiosks. These systems are designed with small text and assume familiarity with smartphone technology. Many seniors find them confusing and frustrating, especially when they're in a hurry or feeling stressed about their flight. Here's what seniors need to know. Most airlines still offer counter service, but it requires asking for it specifically and being prepared to pay extra. However, there's a workaround that many don't know about. Travelers with any mobility issues, medical conditions, or who need special assistance can often get counter service for free by requesting disability assistance when booking their flight. Another option is checking in online from home using a computer, which many seniors find easier than smartphone apps. Print the boarding pass at home and only need to drop off the bag at the airport. This saves time and often avoids extra fees. When using a kiosk is unavoidable, don't be embarrassed to ask for help. Airport staff are trained to assist passengers, and they'd rather help someone use the kiosk correctly than deal with problems later. The key is asking early, before frustration sets in. Step 4. Overlooking critical medical documentation requirements. This catches many seniors completely off guard. Travelers with prescription medications, medical devices, or mobility aids need proper documentation, and the rules have gotten much stricter in 2025. What used to be simple is now complex and requires advanced planning. TSA now requires advance notification for certain medical devices. Travelers with pacemakers, insulin pumps, oxygen concentrators, or any implanted medical device should contact TSA Cares at 1-855-578-72227. This free service operates Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and travelers should call at least 72 hours before their flight. For requests more than 72 hours in advance, there's also an online form available at tsa.gov. This service helps coordinate screening and ensures agents are prepared for specific needs. For medications, the rules are more complex than most people realize. Prescription medications can be brought in any amount, but they must be in their original pharmacy bottles with names clearly visible. Travelers who use pill organizers or weekly medication dispensers should bring the original bottles as backup. TSA agents may need to verify that medications belong to the traveler. Liquid medications over 3.4 ounces are allowed, but they must be declared separately and may require additional screening. This includes liquid vitamins, eye drops, and prescription cough syrup. Many seniors don't realize they need to remove these items from their bags and declare them at security. Medical devices that contain batteries, like CPAP machines or portable oxygen concentrators, have special rules. They must be carried on the plane, never checked, and may require a letter from a doctor stating that the device is medically necessary. Here's what most seniors don't know. Travelers who are 75 or older have special TSA screening privileges. They don't need to remove shoes during screening and can keep light jackets on. If the metal detector alarms, they have the right to request a second screening before any pat-down procedure. This is a nationwide TSA policy that applies at all airports. The key is preparation. Don't wait until arriving at the airport to figure out these requirements. Contact TSA, cares in advance, bring all necessary documentation, and allow extra time for screening. Step 5. Not taking advantage of available senior services. This might be the biggest missed opportunity of all. Airlines offer various services that can help seniors, but it's important to understand what's actually guaranteed versus what's available upon request. Priority boarding for seniors is not an automatic entitlement, despite what many people believe. While some airlines may offer early boarding to seniors 75 and older upon request, this is typically at the gate agent's discretion rather than a published policy. The best approach is to politely ask at the gate, explaining any mobility concerns or need for extra time to get settled. Wheelchair assistance is available for any senior who needs it, even those who don't normally use a wheelchair. Airport terminals are enormous, and the walk from check-in to the gate can be exhausting. Wheelchair service includes help with luggage, escort through security lines, and transport directly to the gate. This service is completely free, but it needs to be requested when booking the flight or at least 48 hours in advance. Many seniors don't realize they can request special meals at no extra charge. Travelers with dietary restrictions, diabetes, or who just prefer lighter meals can get diabetic-friendly, low-sodium, vegetarian, and other special meal options. These just need to be requested when booking or at least 24 hours before the flight. Gate agents can also provide extra assistance with boarding and deplaning. Travelers who need help with carry-on luggage, walking down the jet bridge, or just want to avoid the crowd can let them know. They can arrange early boarding and deplaning after most other passengers have left. Airport lounges sometimes offer free or discounted access to seniors, especially those with long layovers or connections. Even when flying economy, it's worth asking at the check-in counter if any courtesy lounge passes are available. The important thing to remember is that these services must be requested, and many are provided as courtesies rather than guaranteed entitlements. Airlines are usually happy to help when asked politely, but travelers shouldn't assume these services will be automatically provided. Step 6. Misunderstanding smart luggage battery rules. Many seniors have invested in modern luggage with built-in features like USB charging ports, GPS tracking, or digital weight displays. These smart suitcases seemed like a great idea when purchased, but they're now causing problems at airports due to strict battery regulations. The rule is simple, but strictly enforced. Any luggage with a built-in battery must have a battery that can be easily removed without tools. If the battery cannot be removed, the entire suitcase cannot be checked as baggage. Period. For checked bags, the battery must be completely removed and carried in carry-on luggage. The battery cannot remain in the checked suitcase, even if turned off. For carry-on smart luggage, the battery can stay in the bag, but must still be easily removable without tools. Battery power limits are also strictly enforced. Batteries over 100 watt-hours require airline approval, and batteries over 160 watt-hours are prohibited entirely on passenger aircraft. This rule exists because lithium batteries can overheat and cause fires in the cargo hold of aircraft. Aviation authorities have documented multiple incidents where battery-powered devices have caused emergency situations, so airlines take no chances with passenger safety. Before traveling with any smart luggage, test the battery removal process at home. The battery should pop out easily, without any screwdrivers or tools. If it doesn't, either leave that suitcase at home or be prepared to carry it on the plane, if it meets size requirements. Regular luggage with no electronic features remains the safest choice for checked baggage. Many seniors are discovering these battery rules only at the airport, when it's too late to make alternative arrangements. Step 7. Forgetting to document luggage and contents. This step seems unnecessary until it's needed, and then it becomes invaluable. Taking photos of luggage and its contents before leaving home can save hours of frustration and help recover lost items or file insurance claims. Yet most seniors skip this simple precaution. Start by photographing the outside of the suitcase from multiple angles. Include any distinctive features, scratches, stickers, or identifying marks. If the bag gets lost, these photos help airline staff identify it among thousands of similar-looking suitcases in their system. Next, photograph the contents of the suitcase before closing it. These don't need to be artistic shots, just clear images that show what was packed. This serves two purposes. It helps remember what was brought, and it provides evidence for insurance claims if items are lost or stolen. Many seniors pack valuable items like jewelry, electronics, or family heirlooms in checked luggage. If these items go missing, airlines will ask for proof of what was in the bag and the approximate value. Without photos, travelers will be trying to remember everything from memory, which is difficult and often incomplete. Upload these photos to cloud storage or email them so they can be accessed even if the phone is lost or damaged. Some seniors prefer to print the photos and keep them in their carry-on bag as backup documentation. This documentation becomes especially important if luggage is delayed and replacement items need to be purchased. Airlines will reimburse reasonable expenses for essential items, but travelers need to prove what they originally packed to justify their purchases. The entire photo process takes less than 5 minutes, but can save significant time and money if problems arise. It's one of those simple steps that experienced travelers often skip, assuming nothing will go wrong. Step 8. Not verifying critical baggage tag information. This seems like basic advice, but it's where many experienced travelers make critical mistakes. When the check-in agent prints the baggage tag and attaches it to the suitcase, most people assume it's correct and walk away. That assumption can send a bag to the wrong city or even the wrong country. Always verify 3 things on the baggage tag: the 3-letter airport code for the destination, the name, and the flight number. Airport codes can be confusing, especially for cities with multiple airports. For example, travelers flying to Washington, D.C. need to make sure the tag shows DCA, IAD, or BWI, depending on which airport they're actually using. A mistake here could send the bag to the wrong airport entirely. Check that the name on the tag matches ID exactly. Even small differences can cause problems, especially if the bag needs to be manually sorted or if there are issues with the flight. Many seniors have names that can be spelled multiple ways, and agents sometimes make assumptions about spelling. Verify the flight number, especially for trips with connecting flights. Sometimes agents accidentally put the wrong flight number on the tag, which can cause the bag to be loaded onto the wrong plane. This is particularly common during busy travel periods when agents are processing many passengers quickly. If any errors are noticed, ask the agent to print a new tag immediately. Don't accept a tag with incorrect information, even if the agent assures that it will be fine. Baggage systems are automated, and they follow the information on the tag exactly. Also ask whether the bag will be checked through to the final destination, or if it needs to be collected and rechecked during connections. This is especially important for international flights where customs clearance might be required. If there's any uncertainty, ask specifically, will my bag go directly to destination city, or do I need to pick it up in connection city? Keep the baggage claim receipt in a safe place. This small piece of paper is proof that a bag was checked, and it will be needed if the luggage goes missing. Step 9. Accidentally packing newly prohibited items. The list of items that cannot be packed in checked luggage has grown significantly, and many items that seem harmless are now prohibited. Seniors often get caught because they were packing items they've traveled with for years without problems, not realizing the rules have changed. Lithium batteries are the biggest issue. This includes not just obvious items like spare phone batteries, but also items with built-in batteries like electric toothbrushes, portable fans, electronic scales, and even some medical devices. All lithium batteries must be carried in carry-on luggage, never checked. Many seniors pack tools in their checked luggage when moving or visiting family. While most tools are allowed in checked bags, some are prohibited entirely. This includes anything with lithium batteries, like cordless drills, flammable items, like certain adhesives or solvents, and anything that could be considered a weapon. Medications can also cause problems if not packed correctly. While prescription medications are generally allowed, some liquid medications or large quantities might require special documentation. Over-the-counter medications in large quantities can also raise flags with security personnel. Personal care items that seem innocent can be problematic. Aerosol cans are limited in size and quantity. Some hair products, nail polish, and perfumes contain alcohol or other restricted substances. Even things like hand sanitizer have specific size limits that many travelers don't know about. Food items can be tricky, especially when bringing gifts or specialty items to family. Some foods are prohibited entirely, others have quantity limits, and international flights have additional restrictions that can be confusing. The safest approach is to check the TSA website before packing, and when in doubt, leave questionable items at home or ship them separately. It's better to buy a replacement at the destination than to have an entire bag delayed or confiscated because of one prohibited item. Step 10. Not allowing enough time for new procedures. This final point ties everything together. The biggest mistake seniors make is not adjusting their airport arrival time for all the new procedures, technology, and potential complications that have been discussed. Many experienced travelers are still operating on old assumptions about how long airport processes take. The old rule of arriving 2 hours early for domestic flights is no longer sufficient, especially for seniors who might need extra assistance or encounter any of the issues covered in this video. Travel experts now recommend that seniors plan to arrive at least 3 hours early for domestic flights and 4 hours for international flights. This extra time accounts for several factors that didn't exist in previous decades. Longer check-in lines due to reduced counter service mean more waiting. Additional time for medical device screening can add 15 to 30 minutes to the security process. Potential baggage problems that need to be resolved can take an hour or more. And there's the general slower pace that comes with being more careful and thorough with new procedures. Many seniors also don't realize that TSA PreCheck costs $76.75 to $85 for 5 years, depending on the enrollment provider, and can significantly speed up the security process. If someone travels even occasionally, this program is worth the investment. TSA PreCheck allows travelers to keep shoes, belts, and light jackets on during screening. They can also leave laptops and liquids in their bags. Global entry includes TSA PreCheck benefits plus expedited customs processing for international travel. It costs $120 for 5 years and can save hours on international trips. The application process requires an interview and background check, but many seniors find it worthwhile for the convenience it provides. Unfortunately, there are no senior discounts available for either program. All adults pay the same fees regardless of age. However, the time savings and reduced physical demands of the expedited screening process can be especially valuable for seniors with mobility issues or medical devices. Another factor that adds time is the increased likelihood of additional screening. Seniors are more likely to trigger additional security checks due to medical devices, medications, or mobility aids. While these screenings are thorough, they're also time-consuming. Planning for this possibility prevents the stress of potentially missing a flight. Weather delays and equipment problems seem to be more common than in the past, and seniors often need more time to navigate alternative arrangements. Having extra time built into the schedule provides a buffer for these unexpected situations. The key is adjusting expectations based on current realities, not past experiences. What used to be a smooth, predictable process has become more complex and time-consuming. Seniors who adapt their timing accordingly have much better travel experiences. Conclusion. These 10 steps represent the new reality of air travel for American seniors in 2025. The rules have changed, technology has advanced, and airlines have implemented new policies that specifically impact experienced travelers who are used to older, simpler systems. The most important thing to remember is that preparation now starts at home, not at the airport. From removing old baggage tags to documenting luggage contents, from understanding new weight enforcement to preparing for digital check-in requirements, success depends on planning ahead. Many of these changes seem designed to push travelers toward more expensive options, or to generate additional revenue through fees and penalties. But seniors who understand the new rules can navigate them successfully and even take advantage of services specifically designed for their needs. The airline industry isn't going to return to the simpler systems of the past. Technology will continue to advance, rules will continue to change, and the emphasis on efficiency over customer service will likely increase. Seniors who adapt to these changes will have better travel experiences, while those who resist or ignore them will face increasing frustration and expense. Don't let these changes discourage travel plans. Instead, use this information to prepare properly and travel with confidence. The destinations are still worth visiting, the family is still worth seeing, and the adventures are still worth taking. It just requires a bit more preparation than it used to. Remember that airline staff, despite working in a more complex system, are generally willing to help when approached politely and with patience. They are dealing with the same new rules and procedures, and they appreciate travelers who come prepared and understand the current requirements. If you found this information helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more travel tips specifically designed for seniors. Drop a comment below if you've experienced any of these issues or if you have additional tips to share with fellow travelers. Safe travels, and remember that a little extra preparation can make all the difference between a stressful travel day and a smooth journey to your destination.